Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host, Mary Ellen. This is something that I don't do very often, which is a demonstration video. How did this come about? This came about because I have been watching Janet at Janet Nash here on YouTube. Go follow her if you haven't already. She is a wonderful creator, a very soft and gentle place to land. It is an absolute delight to watch what she creates. It is low pressure, no pressure, do what you feel, do what you want, and I really appreciate having that kind of voice here in this community and also here on YouTube. So Janet was currently working with circles, and it seems like circles are a thing at the moment because I have Cindy at S2e297 on her Patreon has also been working with circles. Janet specifically has been making robins out of fabric, and I have done birds as well with circles, and in part this is a video communication with Janet, I would say. She inspires me, and I'm hoping that I can inspire her. So let's put her name there. And let's get started. So I have at least two birds and possibly a bonus. So the first bird, I should take the paper out first. I should show you the bird that we're going to make. Let's do the easy one first. Well, I say easy. So I have a pile of these as Christmas decorations. So this is my half circle bird. I have a vat of them. I'm trying to pick some that will contrast nicely. So there, they are double-sided, sort of same both ways. There's one in particular. It's one in particular because it's the one that always gets beat up by the cat. Or by Lucy when she was here. It doesn't have any feet. Do we care? I don't think we care. Let's put 3 out. Oh, and here's a variant. Same kind of deal. That one's a better one, I think. And you can sort of see this one also has been beat up. It's starting to get fuzzy. So, as I say, you can do this with fabric. You can do this with paper, I think. And Janet is using a slow stitch method. And so these are also slow stitched. They are 2 circles, each of a different size. Then embellished, assembled, put eyes, and then little feet. These feet have wooden beads at the bottom, and these have little pom-poms at the bottom. So it's any kind of thread. This is like a thicker thread. This is more like an embroidery thread. You don't have to do buttons. If you're doing embroidery, you can do something with the stitching. I hand sewed these ones. I zigzagged these ones, and these are just large beads. So let us do it in paper form so that you at least get the build idea and you don't have to watch me sew. And, okay, so we're not going to start with black birds. Just saying that. Brown bird? Ooh, yeah, red bird. That's a gorgeous piece of paper. And a lot of it. Okay, ooh. Yeah, red and green. Let's try that. Ooh, oh, this is going to thump. I'm going to put it down. So these, oops, were about this size, and these were about that size. So that's probably about that size. And then that's about that size. So as with all things, oh, maybe this is a little smaller. My hair smaller. The circle size doesn't matter. One needs to be bigger than the other, but that's the extent of it. So let us take some of the textured spot. We are. We're going to go all the way around, just like that. And this one, we are going to go, oops, all the way around, like that. Janet has got the most wonderful craft room. And she also has the most wonderful pile of fabric. And I'm certain part of the appeal of her pile of fabric and thread is that it is different than mine. Because I certainly have enough, but it's just not as pretty as hers. Her craft room is full of fairy lights and actual fairies, and more journals than I can possibly imagine. It's a glorious space. Okay, so we've got our two circles. We've got a big circle and we've got a little circle. I could fold it like this, but then the writing would be upside down. So I'm going to fold it on the side, like that. Same with this. I could fold it straight up and down, but I want to do it on a bit of a jaunty angle. So we can do that. So let's glue the top to the bottom first. Get that out of the way. And I have a thought for how we could use these as in a paper journal. What am I doing? Oh, I'm doing this. And with all things with paper and with fabric, you can sew it, you can glue it, you can do whatever you would like. Paper has the added bonus of being sewable, and sewable via machine, via hand. Kind of went off there, so I'm just going to get rid of that white. Here we are. So I have this packaging. There. And so this has got a good how did I do the beak? I think I did the beak like that. So like an equilateral triangle. For all the maths in the group. We can just mush our nose in there. Beak, I guess, is what that is. Again, you can do whatever kind of embellishment that you want to do. Do we want feet? Let's do like a couple of long little feet. This is Scotch tape. The back is bubble wrap. But I am using it because of the color. It's a beautiful golden color. Ah. Now we're going to do this. Here we are. We could do that. Really off scale, but you know what? This makes it charming. Oh, I gotta do the whole thing. Hang on. Oops. And we could do all kinds of things for eyes. Beads, buttons, whatever you want. I would, if you watch me for any length of time, I would totally be going googly eyes. Let's do a little white. And I'm just making a lot of them because it may not be the last eyeball that I do. Okay. There's eyeball number 1. Where'd I put it? There's eyeball number 2. Whoops. There you are. And you can put all kinds of other things around here. You can put trim around here. You can trim around there. And the last thing that I'm going to do, I should probably use a black marker for this. Little breathe holes. Little breathe holes. And a look of surprise. You could probably do some, if you had a feather, you could put a feather out the other end, or you could put another circle. I bet you could. So what am I thinking? I am thinking, just thinking of trying, not anything else, just to see if it would work. So you could do that. So there's a circle. Oops. You could do that. You could do that. Fold it like that. So I folded it in half and then on an odd angle. And because I have paper, I can do this. You could probably do it with material too. Don't see why not. You could do that. And if I hadn't, we can always undo it, I think. So I'm cutting it to just about there, so not quite to the end of the tail. Come on. Oh, look at that. The joy of not having glued it entirely. Oh, that's not even up. Here we are. There. Uh-oh. There. Whoa. There. What do I want to do? I want to do the little ones up, or the big ones up. That doesn't really matter. Pick one. There. And now you have a tail. So the application that I would suggest is, you can make a pocket, pardon the shake, here, and bird on pocket. I like that a lot. The other thing that I was doing with these is I was putting them on the Christmas tree. So you could for sure hang them, do whatever you want. And then varying the sizes, you could do much smaller birds. You wouldn't have to necessarily decorate the other side. You could do 2 birds for the price of 1, as it were, because you could just be able to cut that in half. Or, let's try that. Let's try this. Where's my other glue here? I don't like that one. There. Yep. And then you'd have 2 pockets. You'd have, this is a pocket, and then you have a secondary pocket. Put something in there. So that's bird number 1. And that to me just is a bird. The next one is an owl. Got a lot of, and I have a lot of felt owls because or felt birds because I have cats. That's what it's my wee little guys. And so you can hear the bells. The noses are bells. There. So I shall show you how we do this. Again, you can use fabric, you can use paper, anything that suits your fancy, and I will keep one out so that you can kind of see it as I make it. Get these off to the side here, I think. So what do I want to do here? This one, let's hope we have enough space. So I want brown on the outside. We're just gonna make it. That's okay. It's for demonstration purposes only. There we are. And I'm doing a large owl because I have a thought, as I always tend to do, but you can do these whatever size you want. Supersize it, extra supersize it, teeny weeny it, micro it, whatever kind of circles you have available to you. Okay, let's just pretend that that's round. Okay, put that over there. So there's one, there's the other. So how did I do this? So kind of a foldy and halfy just to get the center mark. And then you're going to fold it over like that. And you're going to fold it over like that. So again, that was just getting the center, and then folding each of these flaps over so you've got wings. Next thing we want to do is fill in this little space here. With some red. It goes up to there. There. I should learn to put this on, where's the last piece? Yeah, I'm gonna try that one. I'll try this line. Always measuring on the colored side that I can barely see. I really like that red. There we are. Kind of fit in the bottom. Well, it's just got to be a hair off. Okay. Oops. Nope. Yep. So there. We have that. I kind of want to, it's not really what I would call the smoothest curved line in the world. Ah, you know what, who cares? And then I am going to fold the top down, and I am going to make it hit this top piece here, hit about there. Not any further down, just enough to cover it, and try and do it on some kind of a square. Like that. Here we are. And I am going to close everything, though you probably wouldn't need to necessarily close everything if you wanted to use it for, in the paper case, journaling space. If you're using fabric, you're making the piece as a single piece. There. Fold that down. Just like that. We need a beaky beak. So where did the, it's right here. This paper go. That's a bold beak. And I need some circles. Nope. Oh my goodness. Goes there, that goes over here. So we shall put the nose. It's a bit better. Oops. Nose. Done. First eye. Second eye. Hat. So what can we do? I need some, I really want to put the googly eyes on here. You know what? Let's. Because it's Friday. Yes. See, it makes it so much. They are alive. As soon as you put the eyes on, it is bananas how animated these things become. Absolutely bananas. Very happy with that. There. There. Oops. That over a bit. Yes, that looks so much better. And so this is then a journaling card. It is an owl. I weirdly want to sort of round his corners, or her corners, its corners. Here we are. And we need to make two little schmirp marks. There we are. Isn't that fun? There we are. So that's the second bird. So we've got bird one, made from a circle. We have bird two, made from a circle. And this next one is made from a circle, and I have lost my samples, which makes me very sad. So we're gonna have to work with what we have. One of the things that I need is a stapler, which is right over here. The handy dandy swing line. Also, to show you one of the an example of a very fun thing that Janet has suggested doing is a snippet roll, a slow stitch snippet roll, but do the snippets in stamp size. And so these are my incomplete versions where I need to do one more little piece of fabric or maybe just stamp a number on here. But this then becomes a roll of stamps, which I thought was epic genius to do that. And it's just enough stitching. If I don't know how else to explain it, it's enough without being overwhelming. You can do that and then just be done. And if that's exhausting, then you've got like a little stamp of something to do. I love her channel. Anyway, squirrel, where was I? So we are going to make, what are we going to make? What are we going to make? It's a hole in my brain right there. Inside there is the answer. The thing that we are going to make is a fortune cookie out of a circle, because fortune cookies are actually made out of circles. So cut circle, fold in half. What do I want to do? What would show up here? Because this isn't dough, this is fabric. What we're going to do is we are going to take it around the middle and we are going to sew that. So you need to do a few stitches here, just from there down to there. You could use a machine, you could use your hand, like hand sewing. For the purpose of time, I'm going to use a staple. Because what we need to do is create that hold so that when we fold it back on itself, it becomes a fortune cookie. Just like that. And so you would stuff it full of like, I was gonna say a foam or like scraps or threads or anything left over, and then stitch around the edge. The other thing that you can do is there's Christmas ribbon that's stamped with, you know, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Best Wishes, whatever. Or you could, do we have one of the, No, we don't. Nope. I was looking for the Tim Holtz Long Merry Christmas that keeps following me around like a lost dog, and I can't find it now because I actually want it. But you, like, what else? Just do best wishes. There. And then you cut. And then you cut. And then this, let's do it again. And not cut the leader so close. There we are. That's better. And then you could tuck that in like that, and then sew all the way around, and then you have a fortune cookie. So those are my 3 circle demonstrations. Like I say, totally inspired by Janet at Janet Nash. Go give her a follow. She's got all kinds of wonderful, soft, gentle, kind ideas, and she's just an absolute treasure. Things that she's done is something like that, which is a stamp snippet roll. And today we have done 2 other circle birds. We have done just a circle bird, and we've done it in paper and made it into a little tuck spot. And we have an owl, which we have made into a journaling card. So that's all for now. Thanks so much for joining. Really appreciate your company, and I hope you can take any of these ideas and modify them and make them your own. Thanks so much for watching. Bye now.